This will make for a great thumbnail because it looks like the dumbest thing to do. So once again, we're back here, looking at this sweet view. Alright, so we got one dowel. I think there's a second that goes there. There it is. That goes on, then we need a gasket and a black little hose thing, or black little grommet. Is that a grommet? I don't know. This thing goes there. Alright, and then this goes like so. There. And then comes piston time. What do I do with the piston? Here it is. Shining chrome. Time for my favorite part, putting piston rings on. I haven't done this a million times in the last couple of weeks. Well, hopefully this will be the last time for this one. One could hope. So yeah, intake on the top side. And yeah, let's put the rings on. Start with the oily boys and move on up to each side. That deluxe apartment. Oh yeah, okay, so silver on top. That's what I thought. First oiling ring goes on. This goes... No. It likes to find every groove except for the one it should go in, which is the bottom. There we go. The bottom, I'm going to face that to the left of in. I'll get the oil ring on. Get in your home, get in your home. I'm gonna pull the bottom ring out a bit. There we go. See? I swear. And this just overlaps like that. Where's our gap? Perfect. Now we put the top oiling ring on, and we're going to do it 90 degrees or 180 from that one. I know I already did a whole breakdown on this in the one video, and then my engine exploded, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the Crf50 big bore kit install video is definitely more informal than the last few have been. Mostly because I just want to get this done. I don't want to mess around with it anymore. Alright, so that is about 180 from this one. That's that ring. Then I'm going to take this ring and put it... I'm going to end up doing, let's do them like this, crisscross, so that the top ring opening will be down here. Find your home? Yes. Good. Wow, you ripped my glove. Give me back my glove. I don't want that in the engine, no. Alright, that's gonna need to get that out. There we go. Good. Starting out strong. Alright, so that's gonna go. Rotate that a bit. Go up there. And finally, the top silver ring will go 180 from that, so we'll go down here. Stop trying to eat my glove. There we go. Here. Should probably just take off my glove at this point. Circlip time. Yeah, I'm taking the glove off. There we go. Both of them are coming off. Okay, let's get some lubricant up in here for the wrist pin. And let's get one of these circlips in on this side. I'm getting really good at that after doing it so many times. Starting to just work, click together. But in all seriousness, I really hope that this is the last time I have to put this engine back together for a little while. Give me top dead center, please. There we go. Turn this so I don't stick my giant head in the way. Smack the camera a bit. Just for good measure. Alright. Once piston done, take a little bit of oil and do a little something like this. There we go. Ring that around. Woo, it was like shot out the back. Perfect. Now this goes on like so. Compress all of these lovely piston rings. Get them in their little home. Come on, you. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna push this through here. Rotate this forward. Put this in there. Tighten this up a bit, just loosely. And then we can throw on our little cam chain guide, which is where? Got it. Alright, so this goes in here. Oh, no, I lost it. thing is such a pain. It's easier with the alternator cover open though. I can just push it back this way. There we go. So you on with this Johnny. There we go. We need a little green dealio right there. I found it. There we go. I am not very organized today. Alright, so we got that on, everything's set, and then we throw the head on. Right? Making sure everything stayed in place, which it did. Sweet, sweet. That's on. With me resetting most of this, I'm going to want to check the valves again too. And the valve should be set to the upper tappet, 0.05 millimeters. 0.05. Oh, that's 0.005. Oh wait, 0.05 millimeters. Right? Is that what I said? I can't even remember what I just said. 0.002 feeler for 0.05 millimeters. Wait. 0.05. Do I have a 0.05? 104? Alright, I just checked the valve clearances. This is supposed to be 0.002 and this is supposed to be 0.003. So I'll mess with those when I get the cam change bracket on and get this all aligned. My favorite part of the process, of course. Trying to align all of this stuff. Okay, start there. Grab the two nuts, which are what, 8s? I should know this by now. I think these are 8s. Where is they are indeed 8s. Alright, so we line up the chain and everything. Oh, I don't have a top dead center mark because my flywheel's off. Put that on real quick. I'm not going to install it quite yet because I want to make sure. Well, you know what, at this point I saw it pumping oil, so I can install this. It's probably pretty okay, but just for the second, let's get this on just enough to check what top dead center looks like, which is right there. And once this is on and tight here, I'll feel free. I'll feel safe enough to put everything back on over here, knowing that it's not going to slip off the oil pump guide or oil pump sprocket. You know, I always forget how I do this, and it just like slips in easily sometimes, and other times it just fights me. I think I go up and in. Nope. I go bottom first. Nope. Okay, let me try and hold this up here. I used to know how to do this so easily. Alright, we're close. There we go. Alright. What we're gonna do, Changing my mind here. I'm going to install this, tighten this down so I get a little bit more slack. Oh, wait, this way, right? Yes? Yes. Alright, there's not a lot of mating surface on the bottom here. I don't know, this still looks wrong. Let me flip it this way, and then this way. Yeah. There we go. For a piece that only really goes on one way, this thing is kind of annoying. Alright, we got some new washers for this. It came with the pack. And the copper washer goes on this one. Non-copper washer here, non-copper washer here. And the third one over here. These all lip down? No, of course not. What you? You are, okay. I don't think you have a lip, I actually do. And then the side opposite the copper one gets just a open nut. 10 mil over here, 10 mil right here, 10 mil right here. Super convenient. Alright, now that that's all tightened up, this should go on a lot easier. Just make sure we're still at top dead center. Now if I give myself a little bit more slack, perfect. Should have done that from the get-go. I'll use this tiny little screwdriver to align the cam. Little circles hitting that mark. Top dead center's on that mark. We're good there. Throw a little oil in there for the cam. I think I'm going to need some more oil from my backlog. And I'm going to kick this over a whole bunch before I actually start it. Make sure that the oil is flowing, lubricating all those bits. As you saw, I poured a whole bunch of oil through the whole thing, covered most of the important parts as I put it back together. Okay, so let's do... Actually, I should clean up real quick, so give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna clean up my workbench. It's driving me crazy. So, you know how I just put all this together? Well, cleaning up, I forgot the 2 knock pins that go here, or that go here and here. So the head has to come back off. So all of that work for basically nothing. Look at that, I did not install the knock pins. One goes here. Oh, no, if I leave you there, then I know you're timing. Perfect. One there and one down here. Also helps align the gasket. So we need this plate. Make sure everything is nice and tight in here. So I need to put 2 O-rings here. Got this one. This goes here. Then this plate goes on. And in there goes some Phillips. Then comes the electronical bits. So this goes like this. That's lined up, that goes in there. Then we need this one to hold this down. Oh, yeah, this goes like this. This goes down first. Keep the wire out of there. Right. Okay. Remembering on the go. Shame on me for not keeping better track of all my parts. Screws down like so. And that's in this nut. All right. This thing is looking sick, and I'm super happy with it. Getting really pumped. Clear off some space for this baby. So I made sure that the oil pump was working and that the valves were adjusted. Now I just gotta put all the covers back on and get it back in the bike, and it should be good to go. Lovely bolt that runs through the cam. It's a little dry. Spacers from an old set of training wheels, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's time for the carb. Probably should assemble this upside down and just lower it. That would make more sense. Got a fresh Sparky boy for this guy. Nope, this is for the KX65. Where's my fresh Sparky boy? This is for this bike. Ah, look at that. Nice and fresh. Alright guys, so that's the Crf50 done for now. I have a few more little tweaks I want to do to it. I want to try and straighten out the forks so they're not as janky as they are. I want to take it to Adams. I want to give it a shakedown before the 12-hour. But now I've got some time. And if you notice, there's one less bike in the background over here. So I sold my Ducati 748 because I wasn't riding it and I'd like to put that money back into racing. But what that affords me is the opportunity to work on one of these other bikes. So let's take a real quick look. I've got the KX65 here. I'd like to do a top-end rebuild before the 24-hour race if this is the bike that we're going to race. I have a YZ85 and I have an Aprilia RS50. And I haven't mentioned this on the channel yet, but this Aprilia I modified for the first endurance race that I ever ran to run a YZ85 engine. So the original engine that I put in there blew up. I have it in bits and pieces, and what I could do is I can try and put it all back together and I have a top end for it. It's something I could attempt to rebuild. I'm not sure I want to, but it's something I could do. That's one option. I could build the YZ85 to be a track machine. It's going to need some rims, it's going to need some brakes, probably a fork brace, some miscellaneous other things, but you know, whatever. Got that. Or I could do the top end on the YZ85. If none of those sound super appealing, I'm also looking for another bike. So generally, Groms run in these 24-hour endurance races. And maybe, just maybe, I'm looking to pick up a Grom. So if you've got a Grom for sale that's pretty cheap and it's kind of beat to shit, let me know because I would be interested in that. If not, let me know in the comments below what other project you'd like to see. Do you want to see the Aprilia come back together? It's registered as a street bike, so I could ride it on the street. The YZ85, I could build that up, or just doing some maintenance on the KX65. So yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments below, and looking forward to the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me in the garage, and I'll see you next time.